Hi planners, thanks so much for tuning into my YouTube channel. It's me, Chloe from Chloetry Plans, your planning accountability partner. Today, I am sharing the brand new Erin Condren Teacher Lesson Planner and Accessories. I'm really excited to not only be showing you the Teacher Lesson Planner, but also the brand new record book as well as the brand new activity book. Whether you're a teacher or not, you will enjoy this review. Not only do we have the new beautiful evolved design for this planner, but also many accessories. So let's not waste any time and get right into this video. A few things about launch day. So I want to give you all the details. Launch day is going to be May 7th. And on this day, it will be open for EC Insiders. They will get priority. So if you're not already an EC Insider, check out the link in my description below where you can save on your first purchase with my referral link. So you want to check that out with the description, and I'll put it in the comments too. In addition to it being a special day for EC Insiders, there will be a special discount for our teachers of 15%. And if you want to see more details on that and what the sale will embody or include, you can go ahead and check that out in the description below as well. So I'll have all the links to all of the info there. I was not paid for this video, so all thoughts and opinions are of my own. However, if you do choose to use my affiliate link, I may earn a small commission, and I appreciate that very much. So although I'm not paid for this video, I was sent products for review and would greatly appreciate it if you decide to use my affiliate link when you make a purchase. Again, that will be in the description below, and I will put a link to that in the comments as well. When you click that link right before making a purchase, it helps me to continue to put time and money back into my YouTube channel. So thanks in advance for doing so. I went ahead and put this planner in the clear folio because I just wanted to kind of give it a moment. Not only do we get the clear folio in the 7x9 Erin Condren life planners, but we are also now getting a clear folio for the teacher planner, and this color is peacock. I did go ahead and opt for the sunrise coil there because I thought it was beautiful and I just really wanted to show it off on the teacher lesson planner. If you look in the back of this TLP, you then also have these pockets. And because this is a bigger planner, the TLP, you do also have more space in this folio in the back. So I'm going to go ahead and now remove it from the folio just so you can get an idea. This folio is very sturdy. It is also just a nice way to be able to still see your cover that you've personalized. And I really like the peacock color here. Now, I went ahead and personalized this with learn, teach, repeat, because I just think that teaching, you have to continue to learn in order to continue to teach and grow. So I just like that phrase there. So learn, teach, repeat. And we have the beautiful evolve cover here. And we have the beautiful evolve cover here. So when you open this planner, the first thing you get is the back of your main cover here, where you can put notes and whatever you like on this page. And then you get a name page. This is the vertical layout of this planner. And then you get an all about me section. So here you can put different information about your class, the different resources and information here. It's a huge space, so you get plenty of space. Here we have our 2024 and 2025 calendars and a box for each month of the year. We also have our graph pages here, which I always love. You can do seating charts here, whatever it is that you want for your classroom management. This is a nice empty or blank space for you. Here at the top, it says create seating charts, organize groups, track learning assessments, and log other important information. And then we get two lined pages. Almost three, really. I should say 3.5. And then here at the bottom, you have dates to remember for the following month. And this planner starts in July. So July of 2024 is when it starts. There are, I think, a few schools that start during this time. But for those of us who school will start in August or September, then you just have an extra month to go ahead and get started on your plans. So here we have a change. I'm really excited about this change in this planner. They have changed and revamped the layout, and I'm so excited about that, okay? First of all, we have a more functional left panel or side here with top priorities, meetings, and then we have a lined checklist here. So it used to just be all lines here, and now we have it sectioned off, which I think works for a more productive layout. And then we have moved the days of the week from this left column or side here to the top. So now instead of having Monday through Friday here, you have Monday through Sunday. Okay, that's a change. We have all 7 days of the week across the top of the page. And then here you can write in your various subjects. So I would go ahead and write English period 1, English period 2, English period 3, like whatever. I taught secondary education when I taught, so I did not have the same different classes every day. I had pretty much the same classes, but they were different classes. You know what I mean? So I might have had 11th grade English at 1 hour and then 12th grade English and so on. So that is a section for you to put your classes there. For those of you who don't have classes but are interested in this planner for maximized productivity, you can put different areas of life. So for me, it would be work, home, personal, chores, I don't know, social media, and projects I'm working on. So you really do have a different space for whatever it is you want. With that being said, in the past, I've used this for social media in different areas. So I've done like Instagram, YouTube, TikTok, and so on. So I've also done it that way. So whatever it is you need. And then it's kind of cool when you do it that way, because then you can pick what days you want to do things and leave those other boxes blank and have an idea of truly what days you need to do what. So you really can map it all out with this layout. With them adding the weekends, I'm so excited because I don't know about you, but when I taught, I definitely did things on the weekends for work sometimes. And in addition to that, I oftentimes also volunteered for different things. So if you are in that setting and you volunteer at your school, or you work on different things on different days, now you have this Saturday and Sunday without the additional sections. But if you wanted to, you could totally take a ruler and make a line there and then continue that on all the way to that day of the week. So you get the option there. After you have your weekly views, then it goes right back into the monthly view. And again, you get that page here. So you get 3 line pages, lots of paper, y'all. So many pages, like extra pages for you to write on. You got your 3, almost 4 line pages. Well, really 4. And then your monthly view again. This monthly view is so big. I just love how that works out. And then this is again Evolve, so it's a more colorful version. If you're looking for a more muted tone or version, you can definitely check that out with the Bold Blooms design. So definitely check that out. Something you notice here with the teacher planner, you do not get those dividers that you get with the life planner. So usually this page here would be a divider page and it would have a design and a quote. You don't get that in the teacher planner. It is more functional. So instead of that decorative piece there, you now are getting a more functional lined page, which honestly, I don't mind that, because I just like having extra paper more than anything for more notes and things like that. You can also make each of these sections a regular thing. So for example, with these 3 pages or 4 pages you get, you can make this one section, you know, IEP meeting ideas, notes, whatever. You can't put student information on here, right? But you could definitely still put whatever notes you want to put in here that are more vague. And then on this side, you could also pick a different section. So student activities this month, or brainstorm ideas, whatever it is that you're needing to do as a teacher. I taught for 2 years. I taught high school English and I taught special education. So that was what I did. And now I work in higher ed. So even though I'm no longer in K through 12, I'm still in education. And I find this planner to be very helpful for all the different areas. And in my role, I don't find myself doing the same classes every day, obviously, but I do find myself needing to have a designated section for certain things at work so that I don't forget about them and they don't fall by the wayside. So I love this layout for that. I also like that it's more of a lined layout, so you can have that structure of having lines for those of us who enjoy that. And I also appreciate that we have all this extra lined paper. It's very helpful. So this planner goes all the way from July to July. So you get the full month of July 2024 all the way into July 2025, okay? All of those months. So, and then after the July of 2025, you get a couple lined pages, and then you get a student checklist section. So here you have your student checklist or grade book section. It is totally up to you if you want to use this as a grade book or attendance book or whatever it is for you. Most of us do this electronically these days, but some folks want to keep it very old school and they want to, have that pen and paper. So let me know in the comments if you still use some type of student checklist like this. And then it has a fold or cut line so you can hide names if you need to. So I do appreciate that. And then here in the back, after the student checklist, you have an area for clubs and teams. And I believe this planner has add-ons, so you can add on certain things. So I added on clubs and teams, and because in my head, if you have additional responsibilities, it's nice to have a little section here in the back. So here at the top, it says name, extracurricular or committee. Then you have mission and purpose, meeting times, meeting locations, and dates and members. And then you have a blank section here at the bottom with a line page on your right side. So I think it has plenty of space for you to add things. And then after this section that I added, we have stickers. So each planner comes with this wonderful full page of different stickers. You have 3 pages of the more like, decorative and functional stickers here. And then these can be used to tab or section off different things. And then here in the back, you have these, which I love using these for the monthly view to just have different areas in your monthly view. I love these stickers. We also have a really nice big pocket back here, and it's on both sides with that beautiful evolved design. And then you have your clear inserts here. And this clear insert you can use for any pieces of paper, schedules. I probably would do just like print out my normal schedule. And since it's such a big planner, you can just print it out on regular 8.5 by 11, is it, paper, and slide it in the back pocket here. And then you have your stickers. So this is for the important holidays and dates. So you can take these and put them in the appropriate dates in your planner. And this way, if there's a certain holiday you don't celebrate or you're not trying to document, then you can just use that space for whatever it is you want to use that space for. So I love that they give you these stickers separately. This planner is very big, very bold. I love the coil. I love how it coordinates with this planner. It's very beautiful. Let me know in the comments if you like the new layout and the new changes. I actually really am enjoying them so far. Let me know if you feel the same. With this planner, you do also get your bookmark here. And so with this bookmark, you're able to not only have a bookmark and a placeholder, but also a stencil. So you get that stencil there and it just snaps right in. Next, I'm going to review the record book. It has The Future is Bright here on the cover with this beautiful evolved design, and it is a more soft bound kind of planner. When you open it up, it has your name page. Then there's space for a class schedule. We have our communication log. And then it goes into some more graph pages. After your graph pages, you have your student checklist, and that continues all throughout the book. So for those of you who enjoy having a student record book in a physical copy, this could be used for really anything, for tracking good behavior, for tracking helpfulness in class. It doesn't have to be specifically for grades. It is a record tracker. So whatever it is that you want to keep record of, you can do that here. And also, it says name here, right? But obviously a lot of us will use student IDs and things like that to make sure that, information is not being found or shared. And so then here in the back, you have your lined pages here, quite a few of them. So I think this record book is really nice. I honestly wish they would release more in this size because it's just like such a nice size book, but it does have that Erin Condren paper for you there. So let me know in the comments if you still use a record book, if you like it in a separate area, or if you like the idea of it being attached to your planner. Let me know about that in the comments for my teachers out there. Next up, we have our writing tools. First, I'm going to start with the Designer Gel Pen 6-pack. This comes with 6 bold, bright gel pens. I really love how it has that gold touch on the cap, and you have your names written on or typed on each of these pens, which I really like. The pens are a nice weight as well. I find them very easy to write with, and it is again, gel pen. I would say if I had to guess the thickness of it, I would say it's like maybe 0.7. 0.6, it is a thicker pen, and I'm going to show you my pen swatch momentarily, but it is a thicker pen, and I really do like how they write. For me, they didn't skip at all, but I really feel like these would be a really nice gift, even not just for a teacher, for anyone, especially if a teacher is doing paper grading. I feel like these would be fun to grade with, but they're just such a nice quality. They're heavy, they're beautiful to look at, and they're just a nice, again, nice quality. So I'll go ahead and show you how that looks on paper now. Here at the top, I have the designer gel pen 6-pack, and I'll go ahead and just write a little bit more to kind of give you an idea of what they look like. I could go on and on about these pens. I really just think they knocked the ball out of the park here. I just think they did a great job. So I wanted to kind of show you how smoothly they write. Let me know in the comments if you still do any kind of paper grading, if you just still enjoy using that paper and pen system, even though you have to submit your lesson plans electronically. I think being able to write something down before you actually turn it in is helpful sometimes. But let me know in the comments, are our teachers still old school, or are they in, keeping that nice classic routine going with a paper system? Or are we going back and forth between paper and digital? Or are we just strictly digital these days? Let me know about that in the comments. I'd love to know. When I was teaching, I did have to have some pen and paper, but I did, of course, use Power School and other things to turn in my lesson plan. So my lesson plans were not obviously paper, but I would make my own pages of notes for ideas so that I could have some pen and paper in order to get some of those creative ideas out of my head. Next up, we have the new square highlighters. Y'all, these highlighters are so adorable. I'm completely obsessed with them. They come in 8 different colors, so it's an 8-pack, and I just love how they look. They look so good. If you get these and you have kids, you will have to hide them, because if I were a kid, I would go ballistic over these. Like, I would get these for a kid, a teenager, another teacher, a friend who loves stationery. They are adorable. And then if you look on this side, like, just look how cute that is. They're very cute. To show you the pen swatch for these, I have it right here. And this is, like I said, an 8-pack of the square highlighters. And I'll kind of give you a little idea of how they swatch. So here we have the lilac. They write very well. I would say that I love how pigmented they are. Have no problem with that. They are brand new, so as you can see, like, I'm having to tug on them a little bit, but that wouldn't stop me from ordering them. I really, really like them. Maybe it might stop me from getting them from like a little kid, but I feel like a teenager would like go ballistic over these. I love them. I think they're really cute. And of course, once the newness wears off, I think they'll be a lot easier to open. It's just that they're really fresh and brand new, so they're a little bit more difficult to open up. But I also like that means that the tops won't be just like coming off easily. So that makes me happy too. So let me know in the comments if you like these. I just think they are adorable. Like, how could you not like these little highlighters? Next up, we have the Teacher Dual Tip markers, and it is a 6-pack. This set reminds me of some of the sets that Erin Condren has done in the past, as well as the set that they did for the Life Planner launch with the Bold Blooms design and the Evolve design. So it reminds me of those markers. I really like them so far. Personally, I love that it has a medium tip on that side and then a chisel tip. I do also love that they show us on the pen that says chisel tip and that's a medium tip. And then here on the other side, it has a cute little quote. So this one says, "What you do matters, shaping the future, for the love of learning, every student counts, create, motivate, educate, and inspire others." So if you have a teacher in your life, I think these would be a great gift. And I'm just going to go ahead and show you kind of what this side looks like next to the chiseled side. So these are, again, Erin Condren has great quality markers. I think they work really well, and they're totally, just would make a great companion to any teacher lesson planner or any of the teacher lesson planner notebooks, journals. And if you like these bright colors, I definitely say go for it. Next up, we have the My Activity book for kids. This could be used for kids, adults, teens, whoever is interested. And here on the inside, you jump off with a spring bucket list. So it goes from spring to summer to fall to winter. And so whatever month that you're starting this in, you can start with that month. Then you leave the checklist page and you go to some fun layouts and activities. So you have things on my mind. It says fill in the space with things you like to think about. Here, create your own shoes, design your own shoes. I think that's really cute. Again, this is Erin Condren quality paper, so you don't have to worry about a lot of bleeding through or anything. It's the great quality paper that we're used to. Who's this? Draw a silly creature coming out of this egg. Secret treasure. Moving into a cake, decorate your own cake. Planet you, so it's drawing your own planet. Twinkle twinkle, draw what you see in the sky or in the night sky. Silly hair day, draw this person's hair, fun hairstyles. Make your own comic. What's that? What's the dog looking at? Make your own cover, which I just really love this page, of course. Friend time. Beach Kingdom, funny face. Some fun in the sun, the best slice. I could see this being great for a flight too. Like if you have a kid that is into coloring or drawing or journaling and you have this on a flight, I could totally see this being helpful. Have a bouquet there. And then we have coloring pages as well, which I think are really fun. Again, for our adult color people out there, this could totally work for an adult coloring book. Then we get into a story section. And again, y'all, this is great for those summer workbooks. I don't know about you, but when I was a kid, I had summer workbooks that my mom would purchase to give me something to do in the summertime. And I loved being able to write. I loved writing stories. So hence the name Chloetry. That's where it comes from. I love writing. I wrote stories and poetry and all that fun stuff. Again, hence the English teaching that I did. So you have your nice writing or story section there. And then you jump into games. So you have some crossword puzzles, some different secret message puzzles, and more. So I'm just going to do a flip through and show you every page because they're all different, which is what I really like about this notebook, is that it has a different activity on every page, which I think is really helpful and nice for the parents out there, aunts, uncles, whoever you are who wants to purchase something for the kids in your life. I think this will be a nice summer activity book for any child, or even like an after school activity book if you're finished with your homework, giving you something to do on the go versus being in front of a screen. So I think it's kind of nice just to have an additional option there for kids in some additional activities. And then here in the back we have drawing, so the kids can do a little freestyling back here. Not only do you have the grid pages, but then you also have your blank pages back here. So the sky's the limit. Whatever the kids want to do, draw, they can do in that very back section there. All right. So this planner, or activity book, I think is really cute. Perfect companion for anyone out there who wants to have some type of summer book or activity book or notebook for their kids, or even again throughout the year, this could be used. Next up, we have this acrylic accessory here, and we have some sticky notes. These sticky notes come in a pack of 8. And so what you can do here is, if this is on your desk, you could totally put these sticky notes inside of the acrylic accessory. They fit perfectly in there, and you can have it like a file folder like this. Or if you wanted to stand it up, you could stand them up. So it's hard to see at this camera angle, but you could stand them up this way vertically. And I'll show you kind of how that looks from the side. They do stand vertically though, they don't fall out. Or if you wanted to do it more horizontally, you could. They don't stay as well that way. But then also, if you wanted to do it like a file, you could do it like a file folder. And I'm thinking this could probably work with like index cards being vertical as well. But I wanted to show how it works with this accessory. It is also very beautiful, I will say. And you could probably find these in different, from different companies with various sizes close to this. So let me know in the comments if you're feeling this. I love a good acrylic desk accessory. Like, that's just my vibe. And so I wanted to show you how these sticky notes look. inside or on paper as well. Now, I will say that in my opinion, they don't stick as well as I would like. These are not the Post-it brand. These are the Erin Condren Sticky Notes brand. And so I wanted to have some full transparency there and letting y'all know what kind of sticky notes they are. So when I first stuck them down, they didn't stick down as well as I would have thought, but after I closed the book, they stuck really well. So it's just like a personal preference thing. I personally think they stick okay. Like, I don't think it's going anywhere, but I did have to work at it a little bit, like pushing it down. So just wanted to kind of give you an idea. Now, as you can see, they're sticking perfectly fine, but I like to be transparent about the products and my review of them. So again, as you can see on camera, they're sticking just fine. But let me just get another one. When you first peel it up, there's a little bit of resistance there with them sticking. Like on the corner, it'll lift a little bit, and then you just gotta like push it down a little bit, and it stays pretty good, but there's a little resistance there initially. So I just wanted to be transparent about that and show you all the sticky notes. I love the color. You can write on them pretty well, and I don't have any issues with that. So I like the sticky notes. I think they're a cute set. And again, if you want to purchase something for a teacher in your life, I would definitely recommend getting them some cute little accessories. Next up, we have the new designer sticker book. I love these books every year. I love a good sticker book, especially for the teacher planner. So first we have our stickers here that could be used for different subjects in the planner. Then you have this really pretty to-do list here with the evolved design behind it, these stickers. We have our boxes here as well. We have different items, IEP, meeting, conference, testing, and they come in a couple different pages. Here you have these stickers that say this time to this time. Next, we have these washi-like strips, but they have little quotes on them, so quote stickers. They're really pretty with that gold embellishment there. You have more label-like stickers, circular stickers or circle stickers. We have checklist stickers here, so if you want to mark something as done or put attention or a star next to it, you can. Next, we have these more decorative stickers. They say the future is bright, and more box stickers. And that is the end of the book. One thing I do want to highlight is that they usually do a pretty good job of measuring these out so that they fit in the sections we want them to fit in pretty well. So these boxes could definitely fit here on this side in these columns perfectly. So I like to just kind of show how that looks so you can kind of get a vision for it. Last but not least, we have our snap-in tools here. This one has the days of the week, and then before school, after school, and on the back you have 6 different little sections that you can put whatever you want in. And this snap-in has copies, grade, contact here on the back, to do, and looking ahead. What I would recommend is using a label maker to kind of put different things in here that are routine. Something that is removable, you can get removable label paper and remove them or add them. And I'll show you an example of that briefly. So in my Bold Blooms divider, I put routines here, and I put just like a nice little reminder here: nourish your mind, body, faith, confidence. And then here are daily routines, and I put some of my routines. Okay. So, and then here on the back, I kind of want to put some, I don't know, workout ideas or something here that I could follow. I can remove these. They're removable. But what I like is that I don't have to worry about this rubbing off on the other page. So when you, sometimes if you use a marker, a dry erase marker or a wet erase marker, when you close these, if you rub them too much, they will transfer. So here with this label maker that I use, you don't have to worry about it transferring. And I know lots of teachers have label makers. So I'm talking to my people here with this hack. So check out my hack. If you're not really into these because you're worried about the marker rubbing off, you could totally use a label maker. I'm going to tell you my top items from this review. So obviously the teacher lesson planner is going to be up there for me with the top item, especially with the brand new layout. I just love how much more functional this is for me and for teachers, honestly, and then putting the dates at the top really did it for me, as well as the 2 columns here. So let me know if you're happy with those changes. So I would definitely put this up there. Also, the brand new folio. I just like this folio a lot. I have it now for my 7x9 planners, and I love it. So if you are also a folio fan, let me know. I definitely also recommend the sunrise coil or some type of personalized coil because it just adds so much flair to the planner. And I, of course, recommend the personalization. Go ahead and put your name on there. Miss Johnson, Miss Smith, Miss whatever your last name is, or Mr. whatever your last name is. Put your name on there, or just your name, right? Just your name is fine too. So definitely put that personalization on there. It really just makes all the difference, especially if this is a gift for someone. And then I recommend these gel pens, y'all. I'm really hoping they come out with a set with black at some point because I'm obsessed. And then my other top item would be, so we have 3 so far, right? My other top item would be this sticker book, okay? I'm going to say, if I had to pick one more, okay, it would be these square highlighters because they're so unique, so different, and so cute. So these are like my little top items. I guess I could do top 5, huh? Let's just make it even or make it odd, I guess. Top 5. Editing Chloe here. Clearly I lost count while doing this video and this is 6. So just give me a little grace. Top 6, I guess. Kind of lost count. Clearly I love them all. If I had to do top 5, this would be my top 5 accessories and planner for this release. Let me know in the comments if you are a teacher. If so, feel free to let me know what subject you teach, maybe what grade. Let me know how long you've been teaching. I love being able to connect with my fellow educators in the community. I don't work in the classroom anymore, but I am in education as support staff. So I'm really still, of course, very interested in it and love talking with you all in the comments about it. So feel free to let me know in the comments below. If you're a teacher planner user, let me know if you're happy with those changes, or if you're interested in this planner, let me know about that too. I love talking to you all. I feel like I'm talking to myself when I make these videos, and this way is how I get a response back. As always, all links to these products will be in the description below, so definitely check them out and come back to my video or channel on the day of launch or my Instagram and use my link if you decide to make a purchase. It's not expected, but always appreciated, and it doesn't cost you anything extra. So thank you for that in advance. Thanks so much for tuning into this video, and I will see you all in the next one.